Scotty, give me that power. Green on. Ahead, walk back to 2. Go to yellow alert. Scotty, give me that power. Scotty, get us out of here. Green on. Go to yellow alert. Red alert. Fire. Scotty, get us out of here. It's the main junction circuitry. I'll get it.
Most illogical.
Captain, what do we do? Maintain surveillance, Mr. Sulu. This jury rigging won't last for long.
Fascinating.
These are very sensitive instruments. I don't even know if she can be repaired. Maintain surveillance, Mr. Sulu.
Okay. This is very ad hoc, very ad hoc. Hello, everybody. I think I'll be joined a couple of people, 5-10 minutes. Possibly Frank, probably racing. Big said he might pop on. So I thought we'd get on this while it's fresh on our minds. Why not? So very luckily, I did before WRG. Let me just see if they've uploaded their YouTube channel yet, because this would be a lot easier to capture. They have not. So luckily, I did a recording of that as I was watching it, just in case, because you never know. I know what technical problems are like. I've been there, so I've got a recording of the whole show. Just got to try and work out to get it onto OBS, because it's a bit funny with VLC stuff. But yes, so yeah, they did that boss battles demonstration, and very much thanks to Ben for putting that on, and Shan for putting that on. Absolutely fantastic. Haven't I had enough of that this for one day? No, apparently not. You got to be on the cusp of it. You got to be right on the edge of it, haven't you? Get on the edge of news. So interesting look at the new boss battles feature. Very grateful for both Ben and Shannon for putting that on for us. That was a great stream. I'm glad to see Ben had the same audio problems that I did when I first started streaming. It's like, why is my audio doubling? I'm like, what is going on? But he fixed it. He was professional, very good. To Condualist. Yeah, I think that's the most interesting thing. Oh, Nifty is available. Let me invite you in, Nifty. Let me see. How do I invite people into this? I've got to find out who you are. There is Mr. BB Shill. I'm gonna have to tweak my layout. This is complete professional. Like, I've had to tweak all my layouts just because I'm on now and I wasn't expecting to be. No pre-show, so let me just run my other video up here. So yes, once some guys come in here, we'll start breaking this down. Love to keep it improv. It is on Big Book. Following combos, yes. Funnily enough, the combos doesn't seem like it's going to be the most important thing in here. Like, I was expecting combos to have a lot more variety in that. Aha, Nifty is here. Let me tweak my video. I'm sorry, this is very unprofessional of me. Heyo!
Am I here?
You are here. Welcome.
Whoa. Okay,
Whoa.
cool. Yeah. Making sure I got everything working.
Fantastic. So I'm very disappointed in you, Nifty. There wasn't half as much shilling in the chat as I was expecting you to be doing.
I know that this whole like having to have a paying job is just such a drag sometimes.
So terrible, isn't it? And being in a time zone where it's like whenever there's something interesting going on, you're just in the evening drinking a beer.
Exactly. I want to be drinking a beer after lunch. But...
So yeah, name raises a good question. Like, what does clearing nodes do exactly? I didn't quite get that either. Did you? Did you manage to
look,
catch?
it's me.
Hey, Nifty as God.
It's so much less confusing now.
So yeah, name raises a good point. What does clearing nodes actually do? Did you see anything? Like, apparently it does more damage, or does it do? I saw a percentage screen there. Does that mean it does a chunk of damage, or it does more % of damage?
So what I saw, and I could have missed part of it. I don't know if there's any progressive benefit, but then when you clear them all, you unlock like a big boom.
Is it literally just a big chunk of damage? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like, you're charging up the super laser, and once all the nodes are hit, then super laser's primed, fire, and you do a bunch of damage.
It seems interesting. It'd be nice if we had a bit more feedback about what it did. Haha, we have
racing liners.
Racing is here.
Oh.
Hello. How the devil are you?
Howdy.
Howdy doody. So, okay, quick thoughts, guys. Top of your head, what did you think of this new feature?
I am looking forward to it. It'll be interesting to see, like, people raise good concerns, crew slots,
That's
merit
the biggest
costs,
one, isn't it?
like,
Yeah.
and I get that, and although I am in the position where I'm not that worried about that, I totally recognize that it is a major sticking point for a lot of players. So it'll be interesting to see how quickly can we, and the more active fleets, regardless of what captain levels are, if your fleet's active, how quickly can we get through these big these early ones where we're going to actually need these 2-star crew, 3-star crew? How quickly can we blow through that? Is it a week of pain? Is it months of pain before we're just like, oh, purples and golds? Like, that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, it definitely, like, the stream definitely, like, answered a lot of queries for me, personally. It, like, to me, it looks really fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm in a more, like, casual fleet. I literally put a thing in the fleet chat saying that there was a live stream, and some of them didn't even know about it. So,
doing good work. You're doing good work.
One thing to note that I'm quite relieved about is the fact that any fleet member can start a boss battle.
Yeah, that's quite good.
I was kind of like, oh gosh, is it just going to be like officers or admirals? Because it's like, do I have to be poking my admiral like every day? Like, Come on, I want a boss battle, please. So that looks good. Hopefully that stays. Yeah, the bridge looks awesome. The antimatter buffs, what did he say? Like 9%?
9%, which is big.
That's
like,
good.
I need to shout out to our good friend Nolian, like, be prepared. You're going to have a whole lot more 12-hour requests coming in. Maybe we should escalate the threshold, but we'll see.
Yeah. So I have mentioned this in the various servers, but for the easy levels, if anyone's looking for like ships and crew, the 2-star Nova class does instant damage.
Ooh.
And
Damn, this is important.
And in terms of 2-star crew, so this is for the easy level, Section 31 Reed, Betrothed Kamala, Lieutenant Tasha Yar, and Engineer Rom are all 2-star crew that have instant damage. I think a couple of those have triggers, but some of them is straight up like instant 150% damage. So I would say Thor those now, personally. I think that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, it's definitely something to look at to kind of use. Oh,
Genos.
Genos.
So here's a quick question. How many crew slots, and this is for you chat as well, how many crew slots do you have available?
Available or in total?
Available, like free. How many crew
Like
slots do you have
free?
free to Thor crew? For engaging?
Let's see. Not as many as, regardless of this feature, not as many as I will have like later this week. I need to do a bit of a crew audit. Freeze those people I don't use, or freeze people that I thawed like a month ago and forgot to freeze again after their event.
Yeah.
We are getting free slots with the server release, I believe. Ben did say that.
Yeah, I think he said maybe 5. It's usually 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you,
I've got 11 free at the minute. So.
Oh, hold on. I'm reviving my full-length voyage here. My first ever one.
Is that a full-length voyage you're reviving, or are you just happy to see me?
Column A, column B, yeah.
Genos, how the devil are you?
I'm good. I'm having my floors all redone, so you might be able to see. It's all
We're getting a good amount of echo off that as well. That's fantastic.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. It's there's no furniture in here, and it's all concrete right now. They just took out the carpet, so I'm gonna try to get to a carpeted room real quick here. Sorry, guys, and racing liners.
No, it's fine.
Guys,
we're all guys here.
Colloquialism. Yeah.
Fine.
There we go.
Nine currently free slots right now.
Wow.
I do, however, have if I'd evented more, if I'd skirmished more, I have 3 4-star purples that I would have finished. So I will probably very soon just immortalize those 3 and freeze them. So that's 3 more slots.
Yeah, kind of sucks that Una's so good, and I'm like thawing all my inspiring gold, and I'm like, oh wait, I might need some of these, but I'm excited for my Nightmare alt. Suncoast is going to be thrilled because I've still got like lots of greens and blues.
You are going to do all the work for Suncoast, aren't you? Because you're the only one that's got 1 to 3-star crew levels.
They're gonna buy me Dill just so I can keep buying Valor and keep unlocking nodes and stuff.
So listen, this is do you know what, Genos? This has actually been the perfect time for anyone who wants to start a Nightmare ult for their fleet to do the good work for their fleet and have a dedicated ult just for 1 to 3-star crew for the cadets, just to get the boss battles done. So then that's you were planning ahead when you thought this up.
I've got
that eye was wide open.
Yes, right here. I've got 2 old alts, like my original Nightmare alt and a VIP 0 alt that I could like defrost and just like plug into a fleet and be like, I'm gonna do all the cadets and save you guys merit.
That's the real hero, isn't it? Doing good work.
The hero, because that's what heroes do.
Exactly. Yeah. Actually, it's actually got me thinking maybe I should revigorate my my Nightmare ult. But so there's
not a bad idea.
Yeah, there's going to be 6 levels to this. There's going to be just looking at the list. I'm looking at the video now. It says uncommon, rare, super rare. I forget
Is brutal one of them?
Let's have a look. So brutal, which is rare. Sorry, hard and brutal, which are all super rare crew. Then there's nightmare and ultra. Nightmare is 4 and 5-star ships only. Common to so all of these are common to whatever standard obviously what you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's
Kind of like
Nightmare,
Arena.
Nightmare, which is 4 and 5 star ships, common to legendary, and Ultra Nightmare, which is 5 star ships, common to legendary. So what was interesting, which I didn't realise before, which was they're limiting the ships, which I think is quite cool. If you're going to limit the rarity, then yeah, this is a common complaint everyone's had. We want to get more use out of these crew we just freeze, which I think everyone meant super rares. They might have taken a bit too literally, but
Or old,
fine.
Yeah, or old golds.
Yeah.
Golds that you don't use. What I find is interesting is, like, we've been saying, we want to use more of our crew, but then they're like, how about we make you use more of your ships?
Yeah. No, I'm down with that.
Well, I mean, what else are they doing?
Yeah, use your, Galar class cruiser, your 3-star Galar class cruiser or something.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Galar or Galore? I
Gala?
feel like it's Galore.
It's
Gala, the Cardassian one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So how long before
Galore.
fleets are gonna do the thing like, yeah, we beat the Ultra Nightmare boss just using Enterprise crew? Yeah. Like, could you imagine?
That would
Game
make
within a
me
game.
so happy.
Right?
Because I knew you were here.
All reads.
Yeah. But okay. So it's split into the 6 difficulties. I think, Genesis, you were quite pessimistic in the chat. You said, like, yeah, going to blow through it day one. Like, it's going to be gone. So I'm interested with because Ben was quite willing to say, oh, look, I've run out of Valor, which recharges once every 3 hours. Let's just buy some more. But I know a lot of people are going to be like, no, I'm not doing that. So I wonder if that's going to be the limiting factor when people are going to beat. Sorry, go on.
I kind of feel like once we unlock all the nodes, then the fleet's going to be like, hey, everyone needs to get in there and start destroying this boss, and everyone's going to be like, oh, I'm out of Valor. All right, well, somebody buy some.
Yeah. Is there going to be a little bit of pressure on that? Hey, Frank, welcome for joining us.
I did notice
God.
in the bridge reward,
It's a mess.
you do get Valor. Hey, Frank.
I
Sorry, go ahead, Racing.
I got here as fast as I could. Breaking news.
He's got his dealer data hat on, look.
Yeah, so, like, when he went into the captain's bridge and there was, like, the level 1 rewards he completed,
yes.
there was 4 Valor in that. So that's full free
okay.
recharge.
So they're going to be
To
more
buy-
generous than Quantum. So
Yeah.
maybe. Huh?
I mean, obviously, he did say that it could change, but there was dilithium, there was chronotons, there was merits, there was Valor, and then there was a pack pool. I didn't notice what color it was,
Okay,
but there
I
was
think-
a little
I
time
think it was
symbol.
blue or purple, probably. Hopefully purple.
And it was locked, so he did not earn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blacker.
I assume that Valor's going to be like Q and like Chronotons, where if there's a if you're below the maximum, you're not going to get the drip.
Yeah.
I think it's I think
He did say that he could buy over it, but I think once you hit that 4, then you can't earn anymore. I don't think. At least that was how I interpreted it. Could be wrong.
It'd be interesting.
I also
to see
like how. Oh,
Go on. No, please.
I was gonna say I like how it is cooperative, but then there's rewards for the people that do the most work. So
Yeah, that's quite cool.
if you can't buy Valor, if you don't want to buy Valor, if you're busy, or if you're a lower level captain in a stronger fleet, you don't have the merits to thaw your crew, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, you can still do a little bit, but some of the bigger players in your fleet can carry you along, and you get some rewards from that. But then they're also not doing all the work and not getting any extra out of it. They get the extra bonus because, hey, you're rewarded for, like, thanks for playing every single 3-hour recharge, doing all the damage. Like, here's extra rewards. And, oh, sorry, Genos, you fought once. Like, have some rep rations, I guess.
That sounds like my level of effort.
You spent the merits to unthaw a 2-star crew. You can have credits and trainers.
Absolutely.
Oh, we got Ben in chat, by the way, guys.
Thanks, Ben. Thanks for
Hey,
coming.
Ben.
So
He never answered your question about the crab salad, so I think if he refuses to answer that in chat,
I was
you
being
should,
slightly
you
trolly
should
with
just
that.
boot him from the chat. Boot him right now.
I was very surprised I didn't get kicked out of the chat. I was being the right sort of balance between, like, I'm going to troll some questions and I'm going to be serious with others. Like, hopefully you'll take me both seriously. Yeah, no.
I tried not to be too trolly.
Frank, since you joined us, what are your first thoughts on this?
I think my favorite part is when the game crashed, because that felt like home. So jokes aside, I am more than pleasantly. It looks very polished, and I know they really wanted to drill home. This is a beta. Well, this is like the first big thing. Celestial Market and crew retrieval. Take those aside. This is the first big thing we've had since Voyages and Gauntlet, years and years and years. So this is a big feature, and it looks like it. And I know it's going to be developed and added to. I would love to have it right now, obviously. I'm still seeing him play it, and just hypothesizing is not the same as when we all get in tomorrow and get our hands dirty. But I've tried to taper my expectations, as with a lot of things, and keep them very low, keep the bar low so I can't get too upset. I've actually got high expectations for this based off this look. The rewards I'm still kind of sketchy about, and it becomes a question of balance. What's more important, the personal rewards you could get or the buffs and the crew and the ships? So
yeah, I mean, listen, I'm sure there are plenty of people going, let me choose between Fleet Boss Battles or Gauntlet, where I spend my merits. Like, you go there, fuck the Gauntlet, and it depends if whoever's got the longer term players who have got all their, Tribble, Koloth, and Kolaxes, and no, I still can't say that properly. And
I'll have 0.
ETK.
Zero
exactly.
TTK.
I'm still on 0 as well, so I'm hoping to gun for that. But people
I have him.
nice. Bragging rights.
Bajoran collapse. I can't Bajoran collapse because I'm holding my phone.
Of course. Yeah, I will.
Here, let me just.
Well done.
Thank you.
Bajoran collapse.
Thank you.
Yeah, I am. I think with the demo that was given, it was a good concise demo. Like, absolutely hit all the notes, responding to chat, absolutely fantastic. I think it would be interesting to see it in practice, because the WRG fleet seemed like it was a smaller fleet, maybe probably only about 7 to 10 people in there. When you get the full 50 fleet of people sort of paying a bit more attention to it and go, oh, there's a boss battle on. Let's see what nodes I can unlock. I reckon the nodes will get hit really quick, and whether people will spend valor to outdo each other on the leaderboard might be. I can see some competitive fleets, not naming names, probably SSR and the Junkies maybe, might want to have a little bit of interpersonal fleets. Yeah, I'm dishing drama out.
Steelers Nation.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, Steeler Nation, yeah.
Shy go.
But yeah, it depends, and it comes to that balance with what the conversation we had with Quantum. Is it worth doing that first spend for the extra 90 dill? And we kind of all assume that, that's a pretty good one. If you've got your monthly card and you've got a dill income coming, or even if you're just doing the events and getting a nice income, that's worth a retrieval. Will the next spend of Valor be worth the same kind of equation to say, do I need an extra bit of boss battles? Do I need those rewards?
I think it depends on how good the crew's going to be, because he said there's 2 exclusive crew and a ship. I mean, unless the ship is like the Bortas, who cares? Unless it has a really cool, unique ability. But
you say that now, crew, but we're looking at ships in a different light now, because we know evasion is useless. Evasion is useless for for the
this battle,
for the planet killer. But like Ben was saying, I was getting longer battles with hull restoration, shield restoration, which makes sense, So we might be looking at some of these other skills in a different light, or depending on how. I mean, it might not be anything. It might just go right, crit, boom, go, and then I'm done. Maybe that's still the solution, but we'll have to see.
Boarding damage. Boarding damage. Nobody knows how it works still.
It also could be that, maybe that highest level of difficulty, like, I don't care, how, if you have all the crew in the game, maybe that special ship might be the difference for your whole fleet to be able to defeat that final boss.
We don't know.
Because we don't know how difficult it is. It may be truly nightmarish. We don't know.
We'll find. I don't anticipate it's going to take long to get there. And I saw a lot of people in chat complaining about, and legitimate. I'm not throwing your fears away or your gripes away, but complaining about the cost of merits to unthaw crew and the crew space, because Ben had all these crew and you're going to need it. You don't need. You need like 3. That's it. and then you thaw them again, and you never play that difficulty again. I cannot think of a person that will go, I want to play the basic difficulty all day. No. You'll never touch that mode again.
Well, actually, did they
gone.
confirm that was then going to be like? Can if you finish the first boss battle, the very easy one, is that locked out, or is that can you play it again?
So once you've unlocked the level, it's unlocked permanently.
Oh, okay. So they can just go back in and just keep
Yeah.
Like Frank said, would you want to? Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it only lasts for 24 hours. I guess someone could start it again, but once you've unlocked the higher difficulty ones, why would you do the lower ones?
So I'm looking at the boss battle results here from Ben's first one. The results were 170 honor, 15 blue trainers, 17k credits, 270 of this new magnesite. And that was just for his rank. You didn't get the top rank, but the other rewards for the destruction were 140 merits. So merits were in the occasion there. If you beat the boss, you'll maybe get a bit of change back. I think it was what 50 merits for the first unfreeze. I forget.
100.
100. That's right. Yes. That's right.
And then is it another 50 each time after that, escalating?
Up to 200,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Up to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then four trainers, not 4 trainers, sorry, 4 rep rations. So, every time they put trainers and rep rations in the rules, I'm just like, why?
At least there's not star-based components this time.
Yes. Yeah.
We haven't seen what the higher levels offer.
No, and that's the
yeah.
interesting point. I think that's something we
True.
should have asked on the chat, and hopefully
Could be thousands.
It could be, and that's going to be the real
star-based
interesting point.
components.
Will they offer quantum? Like that's the real thing. Like, will they?
Oh,
What juicy things can they put in that Ultra Nightmare mode? Like every time I see an Ultra Nightmare, I just think of Doom. Like the Doom, hurt me plenty through to killing me softly with his song.
I think of my father-in-law. All he drinks for Michelob Ultra, so I think of him just drinking Ultra after Ultra after Ultra.
His the bundle.
He's a Texan. He drinks the multi-Michelob.
He made it sound like it was, he had unleveled green crew, so yes, it would be impossible Ultra Nightmare mode with that, but he made it sound like we couldn't do it, and you have to think, yes, Eric Nelson in chat brings up a great point. Not every fleet is full of whales. Some fleets have casuals, some fleets have lower level players that need to go with their own pace and attack everything. But, a fleet with nothing but whales, and I'm not picking on anybody, let's just say a fleet with equal signs and J's in their initials. Let's say they took their 50 best players and they took just a crack at that Ultra Nightmare level. Realistically, how long would it take to bring it down? Because everybody in that fleet is going to have top crew and top ships. And then what's the reward in that? Do you get one copy of the new crew every time you break that ship and you kill it? Because then they're just going to be grinding that and hammering that. Or is it just like Gauntlet where it's a chance of that crew but not guaranteed?
Yeah.
These are the questions we don't know.
So
I think that they are underestimating the power and the ingenuity of the player base, and I think they do that time and time
we
again.
We have to see, because we don't know. I'm curious, because we've only seen the first battle.
That's my bold prediction.
Yeah. I'm interested, but I think it's kind of done the reverse of what the crew retrieval did, where the crew retrieval sort of kind of went, oh shit, we all need to get in a fleet and we all need to sort of crack the whip and get our dailies going so we can get the ISM sort of, income coming in. Whereas the opposite is like, actually, we need to get in a good fleet, get everyone together so we can crack this. But it feels less like I need these rewards as more to we need these rewards, which is, I think, a good track. I think it's a good track to get a bit more fleet unity going on. And although he kind of demoed with the in-game chat, which... yeah, no, you ain't going to use that. Although Shan did say in-game chat is on the list, so it is finally it is on
along with the voyage bug.
Well, hopefully. No. Ben has been honest with us. He said they've been trying to look into that for some time. Oh yeah, Nifty. Did you manage to fix your voyage bug?
I am still voyaging.
Okay, that's good.
Yes, that's just
yes,
excellent. Quite a good return. Last I checked, 15 purples.
Good. Avitrack, nice. Crew will be redeemed by Magnesite. Yeah, I think Magnesite is the main sort of unlock, isn't it? I don't think did he show that? Let me go back through the video.
He showed getting it, but he didn't show what to do with it.
Yeah, he said it was a claim.
Did he use Magnet to upgrade the attack or something? Right
he did.
At the end?
Yeah. So the bit
I didn't actually watch.
So the bit when Chekhov beamed into the captain's bridge, right before that, there was like a kind of menu on the side, like on the top
Yes.
right of the screen. There's like 4 little things. Oh,
Aha.
hey, big. Yeah, so there was like 4 little things, and you could tap on it. I'm hearing myself.
Big, your speakers are on.
Yeah, so there was like 4 little things, and you could tap on it. I'm hearing myself.
I know. I'm trying to turn it off.
You've got quite a lot of input delay.
This reminds me of Seven on the first charity stream.
I'm not hearing it.
She didn't
listen.
figure it out after the whole time.
There we go. Hey, Big.
Poor Seven. Hey, man.
I think he's got a big input delay there.
All right, I'm gonna have to drop and come back.
Okay,
Sorry.
you do that. So yeah, I'm looking at the screen now. So you know, it looks like there's sort of, you know, your ship attack 0.2%, and he says the next one, which he said was bugged at the moment. And then he spent some magnesite to upgrade it. So like you say, racing, like he spends that, and I think that's the point that
That's
unlocks
where
the next
you
one.
level
Yeah.
up your bridge.
So it's another battle pass. So we already got the
It's
campaign.
supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Ah. Okay,
Where's
Big.
the kaboom?
Now that you've joined us, how many
I
crew
know
slots
you
do
can hear
have
me. I
free?
can see that it is, but I'm having audio problems.
Oh.
We hear you, and
I'm
we
sorry.
hear you
We hear
only
you,
once.
it's fine.
You guys carry on.
All right.
Okay.
Third time, maybe third
He's
time. I'll
doing
give
the
it
hokey cokey.
Yeah.
He's doing the whole auto hop in.
Oh yeah.
There's
I'm
nothing
surprised
good-
he hasn't jumped in yet.
There's nothing good as the Shire, the mic drop.
Nothing
Coming.
beats the shy gate crash.
Yeah.
Eye on the move.
Steel chair.
Shy with the steady cam.
So we've got,
Right.
you know, we've got the bridge crew, you know, the boss battles themselves, which you know, it's interesting. I'll be interested to see what the Ultra Nightmare full chain is. And the one thing he said was, okay, so the first one, easy mode, is basically there's a whole pool of traits, like, and we noticed there was Nakul in there for like 1 to 3 star crew. I'm like, who's a 1 to 3 star Nakul? Like, what the fuck? Like, maybe
It's
filter.
fucking Vosk.
Yeah, Vosk for a 4-star, but there you are.
Who's
But
a 4-star.
what's going to be? He says as they get into the higher difficulties, let's say Ultra Nightmare is going to be a much reduced pool, so we could see like crew that are very much more specialist. Maybe we'll have like a Trill Gambler or a Trill Ephesian, maybe. I don't know.
At least the good news is that golds and purples, they tend to trait them up pretty good because Auto has shamed them into trading the crew.
Yeah, Mintak
so
and Troy is
hopefully
going to get a
we'll be good
lot
there.
more use now.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring out
Tier
your
1 purple.
your baguette Neelix and
Oh God.
I have one.
Oh Lord.
Wraith
No, I
Ducat.
Yeah.
Refuse to use that card. I don't care. I don't care if it wins it for the whole fleet. I refuse to unthaw. Fucking bicycle Neelix. He can ride his bike off the pier. I don't care. No. Refuse.
Best chance of my Leon.
the
All right.
best chance though.
Yeah. All right, big. Since you've joined us, 2 questions.
I have.
First question:
Okay.
how many cruise slots have you got free?
I want to say about 30.
Oh wow. Okay, you're winning tonight.
Nice.
You're going to be
Like
the
that
boss
you're in
battle
my
king
fleet.
then. You can be
Well,
running
but see,
for GPP.
I am a ruthless freezer. So it's like if I don't care. I will freeze all kinds of golds that aren't of particular use to me in a moment, and it's like if they need to be unthawed for an event, I can do that. I'm not particularly fussy with my merits either, so you know, just do as the game needs, as I need for the game. So
Okay. So,
I'm trying to look and see what the actual number
sorry,
is, but I want
Frank has a question.
Frank's raising his hand.
Oh,
I have
I'm sorry.
I have 100 free crew slots.
Oh my God! Really?
Oh, come on.
Wow.
man.
Do you have like 3 crew?
I am currently at 273 of 370, so 97
Bloody
free crew
hell.
slots.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Stella Rice just said, I think she said a couple days ago that she is now at max slots. She has like
Yeah,
695 or
this-
something.
This is
Oh,
it.
no.
This is. It's going to
So
be
she's
some
fine.
tough questions for some people. Okay, big. Your second question. What are your first thoughts on this?
It is more than I was expecting it to be. Just from what I've I got from the little the demos that they had shown up to this point, because even then when he did the when he bombed our show to show us at the Star Trek Chicago or whatever, that was more interesting than I thought it was going to be, just in that little bit, and it looks like they've fleshed that out quite a bit more. I think that it is going to turn into just a sausage grinder, like every other aspect of the game eventually becomes, to where everybody will just know from seeing it 2 or 3 times, okay, well, this is that, and we'll just, do your dice and move the mice and just go on and get the rewards. So it becomes a question of, what do you get for doing this? Is it worth it? And that will determine how much min-maxing each, and it's going to be up to each fleet to decide how much you really want to devote to this. But it sounds like it's a bunch of one-time stuff until, and they didn't answer a couple of questions, and I had put that in the chat before I got on. Is like, we don't know how long we're going to have with this Doomsday Machine. And for that,
I think they said they've got the plans for the next one, but there's not. I think it sounds like it's in the development stage at the moment. So we're going to be with the. I think it'll be akin to sort of Honor Hall or Gauntlet Crew. Like we'll be stuck with it for like 6 months maybe. That's
6
my
months.
ballpark.
Yeah.
Although, was there indication that there would only be one boss at a time, or could we see 2 at once?
Well,
I think
Just because we get a new one doesn't mean we lose the one, unless it was said explicitly that.
It depends on the rewards,
I don't
because
remember.
ultimately the boss itself doesn't matter apart from the tactics. Maybe it uses a different sort of like different attacks, but as long as the rewards are
whatever.
in the same track, then
it's a smiley face on the wall that you shoot at.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like, yes, it'll look different, but other than that, the
okay.
tactics.
Do we get an
It's
achievement
aggressive
for using
jelly.
Do we get an achievement for using Commodore Decker on the ship that we attack the Doomsday Machine with? Because if we don't,
it could be an Easter egg, maybe.
absolutely.
We 100%
Easter egg.
will not, because for them to have to include that in the game, we'll break it irrevocably.
Damn it!
Spaghetti code.
Yeah.
Remember they tried to add an achievement once, and we all got like 50,000 honor.
That's best.
Well,
Day
that
ever.
being said,
I remember that.
I am beyond pleased that they went to the trouble of having extra ships be visible in the screen,
Yes.
so it looks like you're
Yes.
shooting
That's
them
quite
together.
cool.
That's
Super
that's
cool.
cool.
And
I didn't
is it
expect
going to
them
be
to go
the
to that
ships
length.
that your friends use? Is it going to be because like they all layer up? Because I assume that's every ship that completes a combo chain. I'm kind of hoping that's like right. This person's
No,
complete the
there were
combo
like-
chain. They
there
have
were
the
like
sovereign
7 ships
class.
in there.
It looked like those were all like base like 1 or 2 star ships.
But
Like I
that's
saw
what
like
he
the
used in the
2-star
example,
green
yeah.
thing and everything. Yeah.
It would be cool if it is. I would.
Here's my Gontu alongside my Karema warship and the Enterprise C. Like what?
How would these ships get along?
So
I think
Here's
my
Federation fighter.
Go on, Racing.
yeah
Go ahead.
my main thing, because he said that there's going to be different exclusive ships and crew with different bosses. So I'm guessing, so with the Doomsday, we're going to maybe get like a ship from that episode. What is it? The Constellation, the Constitution, one of those, and maybe
Constellation.
the
It is the
Constellation. Yeah.
yes.
Like my main concern is, especially as someone who's in a more casual fleet, so like if we don't get to the levels where we can't unlock the exclusive ships and crew then it changes to the new boss battle, are those things going to be gone forever and I'm never going to be able to get that again? Or is it going to be phased into somewhere else? Like, would it maybe eventually be in the time portal, or
I
would
would
I have to
say,
buy a
yeah.
dilithium pack? Because, I
I think
feel
it'll
like
probably be Portal.
I reckon.
for me personally, I think it would be quite unfair if it's, like it stays in there just that one time, and if you don't get it, stuff you.
I
The
think
So-
Gauntlet
they would.
excuses used to be like that.
Yeah, I
They
think
haven't done that yet.
They've been very generous with, Portal exclusivity. Like, sort of these rare sort of crew we can only get through achievement rewards. And aside from the Gauntlet crew, that's the only thing that maybe might give me pause and actually maybe take your consideration into point that. But I think anything that they've they might say, right, this week we're going to have a different crew. They've kind of gone, right, the last crew is going to be in the portal. And I think maybe the boss battles might take a bit longer. Maybe they'll do them after a year rather than 6 months. And Anderson says the exclusive rewards are tied to the bridges, not the battles. That's true, but I think they have also talked about new bridges. And
to go with
things.
the boss battle.
Yeah,
So-
to go with this. So,
So
we'll
I'm
have to see.
guessing this is all going to be quite TOS themed, if it's the
Yeah.
Doomsday Machine, which
Yeah.
is fun. I like that.
Very.
And like I do
Primary
it.
colors.
I gotta peace out, guys.
Right.
Cheers.
Have fun with your
Bye.
Good job,
flowers.
everyone.
See you later, Nifty. Thank you.
No.
Oh,
Genos.
Genos, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, Genos. Go.
Now we'll preemptively boot Nifty because
Yeah,
you said that.
sorry,
You gotta be
get yours
accurate.
back.
We strive for accuracy and professionalism on the show.
No, the only one who ever silences me in this game is Genos, and he can't mod me from this call, so I'm good.
He can't, but I can. No, all right.
Well,
True,
I
you
will-
could.
The only person
I
I
will
mod
say
ever
one
is
of the
Genos.
things-
Sorry, go on.
No.
Hashtag idol was right.
The main thing that I'm encouraged about this is that it seems like there is a very minimal, apart from intra-fleet, a very minimal competitive aspect to this. It's like you're doing it for your fleet and getting rewards for your fleet. So like there's no real incentive other than to just be the person to do it first or the fleet to do it first, to just rush out there and just kill everything and do it all really fast, because there's nothing really to compete for. It's all basically just threshold rewards, which is cool. That means that the early adopters can go out there and just crush things because that's what they do with every aspect of this game, and then they'll have it all figured out, and then everybody else can just kind of ride their coattails and catch up and get the same stuff, just maybe a little bit later on down the road. So I think that kind of can appeal to everybody, to like hardcore players and more casual players, that you've got some time, we assume, to just figure out how to do this. You don't have to have it figured out right away and fall, or you'll fall way behind a bunch of other fleets that just have it all, are determined to do it as fast as you possibly can and spend whatever dilithium they need to spend to do that. Because there's going to be fleets that are going to do that regardless. Doesn't matter what the rewards are. That's just the way it works. But
Coming on to Racing's point about the sort of like, so if the crew are tied to the bridges, if they're going to be like that, when they introduce a new bridge, a new battle, is that going to be diluting things? So say they keep the Planet Killer battles unlocked for people that haven't got it. I mean, are the fleet going to still want to do it? Is there going to be sort of a bit of stagnation where people haven't got it, casual fleets or sort of more less involved fleets or nightmare fleets that haven't quite got that unlocked yet, and then struggling to get the rewards for the players? Will they then put them in the portal then, or will they completely replace it? That I think that's a little bit of an unanswered one at the moment.
well, and also that's a pretty small consolation, because I mean, players that are in fleets that are extremely casual, I mean, putting stuff in the portal, that's just, now you're throwing that in the ocean instead of having it something that's just available to you. So, I mean, apart from ships, it seems like ships schematics, that they can come a little more, because that pool is not as deep as the pool for crew, but still, it's just, I think if you're going to make them as exclusive as you're making them right now, there should be other means to get them, other than just like, well, you tried your best. Good luck pulling packs later on. But we don't know. You're right. We don't know.
Well, kids, you tried your best and you failed. Lesson is never try.
Oh, I'm just trying to think what else haven't we talked about? I mean, yeah, I think we're going to have to see it in practice. I think a lot of people are excited to see about this later stages of the battles.
Yeah, like what's that going to be? Like, is it going to be individual boss battles?
Oh,
Like-
yeah, no, yeah. I was gonna say the next feature. Yeah,
Like-
that'd be interesting. I was thinking more like the Ultra Nightmare and the Hard Mode, but yeah, the
Oh,
next
right,
thing, like
sorry, yeah.
no, you raise a good point. Like, what's next? Ben says, any other questions I can answer? Oh, we got Ben on the line here, guys. What can you think of?
I would like to reiterate my point about the exclusive ships and crew.
Yeah, yeah, good point. So Ben,
like-
if you're watching, yeah, go on.
Yeah, so like if because I'm in a fleet that has a lot of casual players, So say I am unable to unlock the exclusive ship and the exclusive crew that's in the bridge rewards, and then the second boss comes in with the new rewards. Like, are those initial rewards from the Doomsday machine, like, are they gone forever? Am I never going to see them again? Am I going to just completely miss out on them? Or is there going to be, like, another way to get them once that boss battle phase is finished? Yeah, that's kind of my main burning question at the minute.
The main thing is, are you going to Quinn Commanding Officer Cisco them to obscurity?
Yeah. Is this going to be like the Gauntlet rewards as well? You know, is it going to be purely the one source, which or Honor Hall as well? There are, you know, there's a few sources of, you know, places where we can only get these crews, but I think, see what he says.
He types that an interesting thought is this feature is launching at the same time we're about to have a faction event for those who like Strange New Worlds, a crew that a lot of people are going to want, and Una, and people that are going to send out a lot of shuttles overnights or what have you and tie up their crew
that's the point.
are going to be wanting those crew for boss battles that they can't use. So now you're going to have to do further crew management and think about who you're sending out.
Which is kind of cool in a way. I have liked that they lock people out in certain places, and I kind of like the strategy of it, because that's what people like about the early games, why people start Nightmare accounts, is they like the strategy of going, I'm using my crew here for this reason, for these traits, which boss battles ties into a bit, and if they're locking them out as well, as much as I want to say I want to use all my crew at all times, locking them out does add a bit of strategy. So for this from Ben, those rewards will still be able to collect it from the first bridge. Those crew and ships are not limited time rewards available in that bridge forever. So Ben,
you know what? Actually, that was something that I noted, and I didn't have that confirmed for sure. So yeah, the crew and stuff, that stuff's coming from the bridge. It's not coming from rewards for the battles.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's cool.
So the other important question is so. Sorry, Ben, to plug you when you're not here. If you want me to invite you, just let me know. If the boss battles are staying there, so we're gonna have, is there gonna be like an array of different bosses we can choose from in a fleet, and maybe we'll have to coordinate with fleet, like, oh, this person still needs say this Dax from the first boss battle, can we go and get them, or is it going to be a case of like the free for all fleet? Are there going to have to be a bit of coordination to sort of help the people who say, I still need this crew, can we go do this boss battle please?
Or maybe it's more of a thing where both of those bridges are going to be open, and you just choose where you want to spend your Magnus on.
Oh, that's
true. It's a personal resource management at that point.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, no, that's
Idle's plugging away. He's done every battle. He's kicking ass. So he's on the second bridge, and I'm still helping him beat whatever boss. But I have not been playing much, so I'm spending on my first bridge because I still want that first character.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, if that's how that works, that's very cool.
Hopefully, please.
That's how I understand it at the moment.
I want it to work like that. What these guys said.
No,
that's
cool.
And how soon can we swap out all of the other worthless Starbase materials on the Ultimate Campaign track for Magnesite?
That new campaign that goes live in 12 hours, that'd be a good time.
Yeah. Maybe. Here we go. Here's an idea for you. A Ferengi consortium where you can go and trade minerals. And you pay one.
But what if you've not enough minerals?
Yes, all that. Sorry, I'm using my Deep Rock Galactic knowledge here because they have the exact same thing. You trade all your minerals for different minerals. Rock and stone. What else? Like, because this is like, for a new feature, this is quite in depth. There's a lot to it. Like, this isn't sort of like, because there's a stopgap for crew retrieval, which was much needed at the time. This is definitely a fully fledged feature that is new to the game, that has multiple implications for your game, for your fleet. Like, how do you guys feel like this as an approach for WRG to take in the future? Like, do you feel like this has been worth the wait, because we've been waiting for there are plenty of people that have been saying, like, I'm waiting for the new gameplay feature, and that'll be the make or break of whether I continue. Like, how do you feel about that as the new feature?
Well, I would say that I was expecting, and whatever wait was required is the amount of time that I was going to have to wait, and what I was going to expect for that is nothing. So this is much more than nothing. So by definition, this is worth the wait. This is the most actual game type thing that's been added to the game.
Yeah. I like how social it is as well. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I like how much we're going to be talking to the fleet. Like, that's... Okay, fair enough. We're not going to... Ben, we're not going to be using the in-game chat. We're going to be using Discord or Line or whatever.
They didn't even say
like,
use the in-game chat. They said right from the get-go, get some other outside third-party chat thing. Use a Google Hangout, use Discord or something, so they know it's trash.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it's trash.
Yeah, so,
But anyway.
but yeah. Sorry. Guys, please carry on.
Yeah, sorry.
The biggest takeaway that you'll see people who chat, because it's all over the spectrum, you will see people that have different expectations for different things because everybody plays the game differently. Everybody has different expectations. And at the end of the day, as long as you remember, there is no end game. There is no winning. There is no credit screen, except for the credit screen you can find apparently without Ben's name. That one person in chat, that was weird.
Ben's name is there. Just
yes, I know. He's accredited. He gets a paycheck. He's fine. We vouch. It's all about your personal expectations and what you want to take out of it. Yes, there are going to be people that look at this and go, "This is what you've spent all this time developing. This isn't what I want." Blah, and that could be the vocal minority. And there's going to be just as many people that go, "Hey, this is really cool. This is awesome." Again, even if your goal is to get every achievement in the game and collect every card in the game and immortalize every card in the game, guess what? They make more. Every week, there's like 3 more, and you just keep going, and there's no end to it. Trust me, I know. Yes, the train does not stop. Content must go by dilithium. So, find what you like in the game and what you enjoy, and hopefully, in this aspect, it will lean you towards finding friends and social people and fleet mates, and be as social as you want. I don't want to push social stuff on people who are antisocial. That's fine. But find some enjoyment in it, because I think this, to your point, Big, is the most developed game inside this game that we've had in 7 years. And you can get a lot out of this with a lot of people, and it can be enjoyed if you treat it kind of the right way and collaborate and use it for what it is and not expect something else.
Well said, sir.
Well said, exactly.
Oh, yeah. Seconded.
And yeah, I guess I was gonna say, unless it turns out that these high level boss difficulties, like the rewards are absolute crap and the exclusive crew are absolute crap. This looks like it's going to be fun as a concept, fun as an in-game construct, a game within a game, like Frank was saying, and worthwhile rewards. And it's, you choose what aspects of this game you want to put your time and effort into, and you can benefit from that, or you choose not to, and that's fine. You're not forced to do any of this. So I'm looking really forward to this.
You'll always get your stick in the muds. Like there's always going to be those people like, it's not good enough. Like I generally came across someone that says, I don't engage with the crew retrieval. It's rubbish. I'm like, why wouldn't you? Why would you just not engage with that? It's ridiculous. But just a quick update. Ben says our next few features will be gameplay focused. Big. I'm very excited about that. So that's great. We like gameplay focused things. Okay, I can understand about the trappings of the Valor being, pay more for Valor. Like, okay, fine. We get that. You're on a free-to-play mobile game. We expect that to some degree. So hopefully it won't be too restricting. We'll have to see. And I imagine, like Ben says, it's in beta. We'll see what happens. It also says you'll be able to access the bridge forever. They're not going to lock any of the bridges. They're not going to lock any. There's, you'll still be able to play the old boss battles. So, we have a small, big.
Small, big, little, tiny.
Which is great. I think that's good. Which makes me think that they're not going to put those exclusive ships and crew into the portal, because they'll keep that there. Which is okay.
As long as players have a way to get them, that's fine. Don't make it like you can only get them for 2 weeks and that's it, and stuff you if you didn't play hard enough.
You can only get them if you get a 1% random roll on your 3 Street Gauntlet.
This is not a card collecting game. But to this point, there is not a single card in this game that a VIP 0 player cannot get. It might take them time because the Tuesday crew that's coming out tomorrow They're not going to be able to get it for a year, but they can still get it. I mean, technically, they could take a swing at a pack with dilithium, but any card in the game, even a zero spin player can get, just like any mobile game in the free to play space. You just have to grind it and have patience. If you want to pay, you can get it a lot faster, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything or do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that that trend continues, because so far they've never breached that, where they've put something behind a paywall and said, right, you can never have it unless you give us $50 American.
Yeah, their model has never been exclusivity. It's been renting exclusivity. It's like just to be the guy with the fancy thing for 3 months or whatever.
Right.
That's what they trade in, not in keeping it away from a certain sector of players forever. That's why VIP Zero fleets exist and persist, is because they embrace that challenge and they still can get what they want in the end, especially once they release crew retrieval. Then the floodgate open and you really can just get whatever you want.
They win events, they get first to max, they have 12-hour voyages. Like, there's nothing, you can't set a goal in this game and not accomplish it other than just dedicating your time, because there's unlimited...
Hold on, there's one thing though. You can't get the Uber campaign avatars.
Oh no.
I'm devastated.
I will never recover financially from this.
Like,
Doritis may have won more events than me, but she will never have the Gertrude avatar. That's mine.
That was laughing.
Like, the avatars are nice, but you can do without them.
Well, exactly. They're functionally useless, so nothing is locked. Nothing functional in the game is locked.
There's nothing lost by not having one. Really.
Exactly.
So,
Right.
If you have one, cool. If you don't have one,
there'll be a Malcolm Reed eating a pineapple cake exclusive avatar, and you'll be like, right, there's my money.
Don't. They'll do that. And I will come to your house and shout at you.
Oh, please live stream it.
Yeah. Yes. It's a long drive. Okay. All right. Before we go, because I've got to go to bed. I wasn't expecting to stream. But any final thoughts on this? Anyone got any sort of final sort of bits on it they want to talk about?
I have an entirely unrelated thought.
Mm-hmm.
Hit us.
So I'm kind of making a background now after years of doing this show, just where you guys could see into my closet. Kind of updated things. I've got this.
Oh, hell yes.
And I'm kind of, I'm kind of wondering, it's like, where do I put it?
I feel like I'm a little too young to know what that is, but it looks cool.
Rush. Go listen to some Rush. Rush is good.
It's the greatest band ever.
I'm kind of feeling.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Your homework is to go on YouTube. It's not on bigbook.app. It should be, but it's not on bigbook.app.
We can make that happen.
But your homework is to go to YouTube and listen to Rush. Just pick out any song you want. Working Man, of course, Tom Sawyer. Just Moving Pictures. Just get the whole out. Just
fire up all moving pictures, yeah.
Yes, and watch the God of Drums play drums, and watch this high-pitched bass player from somewhere in northern Canada sing, and you're like, that's coming out of him?
Toronto suburbs.
Yeah, it's a magical experience.
But yes. Gotcha. Yeah. No, if you're into any kind of progressive rock at all, especially like anything that might be a little bit heavier than your standard progressive rock, then yeah, Rush fits that bill to a T.
Okay. I don't listen to much rock. So.
Yeah,
he's old.
Well, and I will say that that Geddy Lee's voice is an acquired taste, and not everybody acquires it. So I can understand, but we will agree to disagree. But yeah, okay. So
he will
I'll
judge
put
you harshly.
Anyway, boss battles.
Any final thoughts on boss battles?
Yeah, sorry.
By dilithium.
By dilithium.
You'll need it.
Yeah. I'm cautiously optimistic, but yeah, I think to reiterate what everyone has said, it looks way more fleshed out than I think some of us personally expected. Bridge looks awesome. That is still the bit I'm most excited for. Yeah, I do like that we use a certain level of ships as well as crew. Because I've had so many ships sitting immortalized and I've not used them. So to get even like a tiny bit of use would kind of feel worth it. There's now 3 rare crew I need to find and finish. They've just kind of been airlocked because I finished the rare collection and now I'm like, shoot, I might need them for node traits. So yeah. But overall, yes, it looks really good and I'm very excited to play with it and see how it goes in practice.
My main trepidation as it stands right now is in the scaling. I think it's a little weird, and we kind of stay down in the lower ranks of, because like you don't even use 5-star crew until the next to last level of the battles. So that seems out of balance to me. So we'll have to see how it plays out. But that's my major, just looking it over. It's like, oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think maybe before you were on, Big, we were saying like, how quickly do we progress to that level?
Yeah.
Like, is it months of having these lower level crew thawed for it or not? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
If it's only 24 hours for a battle, then it can't be that long. It's just you either.
Oh, sorry, I mean like,
fail.
yeah, I guess that's true. That's true. Yeah, if you're plugging away in 24 hours to kill it, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Point withdrawn. My point withdrawn.
Sustained.
I've overruled myself.
Timeline's law. Coming to you live on CBS. Okay. I need to go to bed. So, guys, thank you for joining me. I know this is ad hoc. I just went, we need to talk about this right now. But I was like, right, let's get on. Everyone, thank you in chat for coming and joining us. It's been great. I'll pop this on the YouTube very soon. But yeah, I'm excited. We'll have a breakdown of this, not this Wednesday, because this Wednesday is our brand new Star Trek show. And the Wednesday after will be Timelines Talks, which, Frank, you're going to be joining us for that one as well. Along with Walt is coming on as well. So, guys, any final thoughts? Any final thing? I've said this before.
Go listen to Rush. That's what I'm going to do.
Got one for Rush. Big.
No, I'm done. I'm spent.
Yeah. Frank.
You see, it all started 22 years ago when I met her on a summer beach day. I die lithium.
Right, muting Frank. Racing.
Keep on having faith of the heart, my dudes.
And on that note, we'll see you soon. Sarah.